3, 2, 1. Hello folks, welcome to OTD, also known as On the Deck. My name is Adam Orduna, this is my mom Gina.
Hello.
And we are going to continue on with our 2016 Olympic talk with this next segment. But specifically we're going to be talking about track and field, because that is just an amazing athletic event that everyone tunes in to watch.
It is.
And it's very special to us because our family is extremely just full in track. I mean,
generations of track. As a matter of fact, my 5-year-old niece is running track
and
right
winning
now.
and winning.
And
getting
looks
gold
good
medals.
too. Yes, she does. Looks good.
It just runs through our bloodline.
That's
so
true.
we're going to talk about track today, and we're going to go ahead and talk about USA track and our biggest rivals, the Jamaican track. And so with the Jamaican track, or their track team, there's been a lot of eyebrows and controversy being raised here because for so long the Americans were just the absolute dominant athletes when it comes to the rubber, meaning the track.
Yes.
And I don't know, I guess, really when he came on the scene, but we're going to be talking about Usain Bolt and what year it was. But he just came out of nowhere and has dominated the sport ever since. And it just seems like that first year when he came out in the Olympics, he blew people out of the water so badly that nobody was even sure what happened.
Right. It shocked people. I mean, I understand he was doing international track meets and things like that. But his records were so bad. If you go back and watch, he was actually slowing down. We both ran track. We come from a family of track athletes. We know when you're pushing through to the finish. We know when you start to shut down, when you pull up. There's a whole physiology to that you understand in your body. Watch him. He is a good 2 or 3 yards from the finish line, and he's pulling up, and he's still setting records, like big time. And I'm like, how does he have that much left in the tank?
Right.
Coming across and still setting those kind of records.
So it must have been 2008, because I was trying to go through the math here. It must have been, because this is his third Olympics, right?
16 will be his third. It's
so
12
and then
8. Right.
So it probably was when he had his breakout year.
Yeah, this is his third Olympics.
His third Olympics. So
and you don't see that often.
You don't. And he is still blowing people out of the water. Now, we've seen other track meets as of late where we've gotten some of our guys have gotten
by
Tyson
we
Gay,
mean our USA athletes.
We say we, but you know,
correct,
because we're American. So
we're American.
We wear our stripes.
That's true.
But we've beat him in recent track meets.
Right.
But we have not beat him in the Olympics.
Right.
And we know that it is very hard to continue to maintain that high elite level of athleticism for such a long time,
injury free,
without having some type of extra help. And we're not just talking about a really good speed coach or
a good
extra
trainer,
workouts or whatever.
Several ice baths.
Yes,
that's
exactly.
We're
no, we're not
about.
Hot yoga or anything like that. We're talking about substance abuse or some type of
PEDs, performance enhancement.
Yes,
exactly. And part of what threw the eyebrows, and let me say, for full disclosure, nobody needs to come sue me. This is just my opinion. When you saw our American athletes like Marion Jones, and she was killing it and breaking records and doing all that, well, eventually it came out that she was having some help, some additional help. Her husband even sold her out about it.
Right.
Because at some point you're looking and saying, how can someone be that fast? Well, we've traditionally in the United States been that fast. Our track athletes have the best facilities, the best trainers, the best nutrition, all of that. So
all the facilities, yes,
right.
Exactly.
It wasn't a shock that we were winning. We started when Jesse Owens came out there.
Correct.
And Wilma Rudolph was out there. We've had that tradition. The list goes on and on. But all of a sudden, when we're breaking records that bad, people are looking at us. I'm trying to figure out who's digging into what Usain Bolt is doing, because the kind of speed you're talking about over a sustained period of time, you're talking about not one Olympics, not a flash in the pan. He came back for a second Olympics. He's coming back for a third Olympics, and all of a sudden you can expect he's going to be breaking records again. I'm not saying he's cheating, but something ain't right. Something's not right. That's all I'm saying.
Something's in the water, or
you know what he said.
What was it that he said?
He said it was the Jamaican yams. He said, and he was joking, but somebody asked him, Usain, what are you doing? He's like, no, it's the Jamaican yams. We have them high in the mountains. Well, that to me right there is like, I don't know what kind of yams you got up in the Jamaica mountain. I didn't even know there were mountains in Jamaica. Maybe I'm just ignorant. If it's not America, I don't know what it is. But
the point being is that it's got to be. We've never seen anything like that, and so of course when you see something like that, it does make you wonder, like, oh my goodness, you know, what's going on? And
out of nowhere, the Jamaicans were not beating anyone like that, much less beating the Americans like that.
Right.
So we clean up our act. We sell out our athletes. Marion Jones, I think they had federal prosecutors after everything.
Yes, they did. They stripped her of all of her gold medals.
Because we're trying to run clean, and all of a sudden here he comes on some Jamaican yams. And not just him, the Jamaican women are trying to come out of nowhere too. And I'm just like, I don't see it.
And this is the reason why we are raising our eyebrows, because we it's not like we haven't ever heard about the Jamaicans. We know about the Jamaicans.
The bobsled team.
Well, we know that there's a lot of speed and athleticism down there.
Right.
But they have never dominated the sport quite like they have, or at least a single person hasn't dominated the sport quite like he has, in the way that they've all done it. And it's just been absolutely crazy that we haven't been we keep saying
we can say we're Americans, United States of America.
It blows my mind that we haven't been able to consistently beat him at track like we've been able to do over the years.
Even the 4x1 team, I mean, our relays, we own that. And now all of a sudden everybody from Jamaica is outrunning us, outpacing us on the splits. You know, it's just suspicious in my mind. If all of a sudden in the last generation of kids born, Jamaica produced these super track athletes that can beat everybody in America, that's just one thing.
Right.
It just doesn't ring true to me.
Well, and that's why we're coming up to this year's Olympics, and it's like, well, what's going to happen this year? Is Usain Bolt, because like I've mentioned, we've beat him in some of the world track meets and some of our own, you know, certain Nike track meets and things like that, where Tyson Gay and some of these other guys have gotten Usain Bolt. They've beaten him. But I don't know if that's just him playing possum, if this is just an act. It's like, hey, I don't care, but when the Olympics turns on, I'm winning, and I'm winning handily, where I'm doing cartwheels at the end, jogging over the finish line. That's just crazy to me.
When you're pulling up like that and still setting those kind of records, it just rings suspicious. Now, if we're completely wrong, you know, they may have, let's just say there is something fishy going on. They're hiding it so well, we may never find out.
Right.
Because I'm assuming someone's testing him. It may just be the Jamaicans are testing him. I don't know. But I will tell you, my eyebrows are going to be in the back of my neck if he starts pulling off again new Olympic records, new world records in his third Olympics.
Correct.
I'm going to have my eyebrows up. I'm just saying.
Well, I'm going to tell you, the pin relays were on the other day, and I was able to watch a little bit of it. I didn't get a chance to watch all of it, but Sonia Richards-Ross is one of our women sprinters, and this is her last year. Beautiful. She's married to Aaron Ross, who's an NFL safety. They met at the University of Texas, so that's like oh my gosh, the beautiful kids, great athletes. But she was talking about how she's like, this is my last go round. My body's tired. I'm ready to hang up the shoes. I'm done. It doesn't seem like Usain Bolt's saying that at all.
No, look what happened to Lolo Jones. I mean, a lot of our athletes who come back for 1 or 2 or 3 Olympics, they know. And here's the other thing about track athletes. Injury is a part of any sport. But for us, it's our hamstrings. And it's our shin splints. And it's weird, like groin injuries or abdominal injuries. To be able to go this long and be completely injury free and to smoke people like that, there's just, I don't know. I don't know, Adam.
Cause to pause. I totally agree. And so we don't want to just completely just,
I don't want to condemn the man because I
blast
don't have
him, but at the same time, it's just like, look, this is the 3rd round of this, and we don't know what's going to happen. And if you come out again and 3rd time and it's a blowout, something's going on.
Somebody should be raising eyebrows besides just us.
Exactly. They need to test him before and after. They need to test him every moment.
Make him bring in them yams. Let me test the yams.
Yeah, test them yams, okay? Because something's in them yams. Oh my goodness. Well, I guess that's it for us here on the deck. We want to say thanks for watching, and we appreciate your time, folks.